team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. He'll bring it out. It's Benedict. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So we got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around and make it an easy pass and catch.
They couldn't draw up a better way to start a drive, and now they've got it 1st and 10 from the 41. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on 2nd down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
Spartans can really attack on this 2nd and short. It'll be a draw. Runs through a tackle. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
And the Spartans getting set on 1st and 10. To the ground. He's got it again. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Now he's looking to throw it. Fires to the middle. Got his man downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
Ball spotted at the 27. It's 1st and 10. Gives it on the option. Running to Green. There he goes. Touchdown, Spartans. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
Talking to the coaching staff coming into this game, they said explosive plays are going to be big for us. When we get our opportunities, we got to be able to hit on them, and you saw one right there that time, doing it on the ground on the opening drive of the game. That just shows you this offense, they are locked in and in tune and on the same page early.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Looking downfield on first down. Sweet cut there. Running through contact. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Makes the grab. And a big gain there. He's knocked down immediately at the 45. Let's see if they can put the defense on its heels on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's House. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to the ground with the running back. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
Punt is in the air. Way back in his own territory as he hauls it in. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. San Jose State has the ball and ready to go on the attack. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Turning it on. Got enough for the 1st down and wants more. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, San Jose State.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Burks. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He uncorks a laser deep down the middle. Intercepted. Oh, what a play. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Nothing going right for this team early in the 1st quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense puts you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding, and get the ball back to our offense.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up, you can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. From the gun, running back gets to give. He breaks a tackle. Oh, he's got some space. Inside the touchdown, Smartens. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. He fires a bullet to the right. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Running back searching for a hole. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Quickly out to the tight end. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38. David, that is a great security blanket for a quarterback to have a tight end to make those conversions.
Dang right. Find the big fella on 3rd and short. Dependable, clutch, nice hands. 1st down.
Unloads to the right. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
They'll start this drive at their own 48. They go to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
Breaks into the open. Past the 1st down marker and still running. Past the 10. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, San Jose State.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the 2nd level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
Here he comes from midway in the end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the right. A strike downfield. And they pick up the 1st down in what might be the last play here in the 1st quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and San Jose State is on top. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Just about ready to get things started here in the 2nd. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So 1st down here as they go back to work. On the run, it's House. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Man, how about that defense? On the snap, they are in the backfield with great penetration. Nowhere to go for the running back. That defense was sitting on G, waiting on O.
He works his way across the 40-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 41.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the 2nd level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Pocket breaking down. And the incomplete pass lets this defense... the ball back for its own in great field position. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum. And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
The Spartans come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Here's the handoff. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Handoff to the single running back. Fights off a defender. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
Into the end zone. Touchdown, Spartan. Quick strike through the air for the score.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And they did tack on the extra point. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the offense back onto the field. To the air on first down. Fires to the big fella. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
And a decent game there before the defense makes the stop.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment and they've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
Another incompletion on third down. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He'll get rid of it. Makes a catch, converts on fourth down, is still on his feet. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Looking for space to the left. Lets it fly deep downfield. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted.